Okay, we are learning that Yoma, Daf Lamed Ches Amid Beis. We're going to finish the third perek. Here we go. So we are three lines down. Tanya. Ishu Naisin Koile Ben Ima. I'm sorry, we're talking about Hugris Ben Levi. So there was a perek of Shir that he would not teach anybody else. Tanya Kishu Naisin Koile Ben Ima Machnis Goidloi Leteich Piv. ומניח אצבעי בין הנימן עד שהיו אחיו הכהנים נזכרים בבייס, בעזרוי של אחריהם. So he knew how to do something. I don't even know how to describe this. He would put his, when he would, nice and koil ben imo, when he would start singing sweetly, machnes goydlei l'tichpi, if he could put his thumb in his mouth, meniach etzboi ben hanimin, and he'd put his finger between the strings. I don't know what the nimin are. If these are between his mustache, maybe. And the Kahanim would just like jump back from the sound. Ben Kamser, he wouldn't teach about the Ksav. He would take 4 quills between his fingers. And if there was a Shem Havaya of 4 Isis, he could write it at one time. Why won't you teach it to anybody? They all had an excuse. Ben Kamser le matzah tshuva l'devar. He had no excuse. Al rishenu nemar zech tzaddik l'vracha, val ben Kamser v'chaverov nemar b'shem rishayim yirkav. My b'shem rishayim yirkav. Amar Abelazar. Rikvivos tala b'shem moisan. The rat should go into their names. Maskinan b'shemayu. They shouldn't be mentioned by name. It means that Rashi says a person should never call his son, adam lebinai, shame adam rasha. A person shouldn't call his child by a name of a rasha. Is that so? Fraktamar Masav Ravina, Maisa Bedoig ben Yosef, Shehnichu Avav ben Katan Limai. The point is that there was a guy named Doig, and Doig was not a good guy, but we see that someone named after him. That's going to be the kasha. Here's the story. Maisa Bedoig ben Yosef, Shehnichu Avav ben Katan Limai. So he was a Yasam. His father died. Bechol Yoim Haisa my imay my dad say betfachim v'neisenes mishkalei shel zav beis hamigdash. Every day his mother would measure him, and however much more he weighed, she would give that amount of gold to the Beis Hamikdash. Gewalt. Okay, shagavar oyev. When the enemy came in, and overpowered the Beis Hamikdash, and then times were tough. She shechted him and she ate him. And Yirmiyah said, "Akina imtechal the nash imperium oilalai tefuchim." And Mashiv Rachakodesh answered, "Vaimeres im yarei b'migdash Hashem koyin v'navi." That's the kinnis of what we say on Tisha B'Av. Imtechal the nash imperium. If women would eat their fruit, period oilalai tefuchim. On the children that they measured out. That's the Eilai Tvuchim. They weighed them out. And the Rav HaKadosh answered, you know why? Because if you can kill a Kohen and an Avi in the Beis HaMikdash, so that's what the Zachariah ben Yehoyada HaKohen. Okay, that's the story. But the Gemara is bringing this, is saying, hey, you see, there was somebody named Doeg, even though Doeg Adami was a rasha. So, and they called this kid Doeg. So Mar answered, you're not going to be happy with this answer. Chazi, my solik bay. Well, why don't you take a look and see what happened to him? So maybe if they wouldn't have called him by that name, he would have been okay. Now that's a little odd because unfortunately tragedy struck. So why is it because he was named Doeg that happened to him? It could have happened to, maybe it happened to other people too. So to that they answer, yeah, but his mother gave so much tzedakah. and tzedakah is tatzal mimavis. So if it wasn't for the fact that he had a name of a rasha, then he would have been saved. This chus of the tzedakah that his mother gave. Amar Rebbe Eliezer, tzaddik me'atzmai v'rasha mechaverei. A tzaddik gets a bracha from himself. Tzaddik, by his own deeds, but what he does, he's niskar l'teva. Tzaddik me'atzmai, techsev zecher tzaddik l'bracha. V'rasha mechaverei, that means a rasha, even ayidei chaverei, he's remembered for the bad. As the pasuk says, "Rasha mechaveri techsev v'shem rishayim yirkav." There's already doesn't say the shame of the rasha yirkav v'shem rishayim. That means even when other rishayim are mentioned, he gets it over the head as well. Amle Ravina lumer rabbanon to have a misader agadta kamei. So there was a Talmud of Ravina who would go over the agadta in front of Ravina, and he said to him, So Ravina said to him, Minaha milsa, the Amar Rabbanan Zecher Tzaddik Levracha. I'm like, what do you mean? It's a pasuk, Zecher Tzaddik Levracha. So he said, Midei Raisim Minalan. Where do you see it in the Torah? The pasuk says, V'Hashem Amar, Hamechasa ani me Avram, Asher ani oiseh. So he mentions, Hashem mentions Avram Avinu, Uksev, and it says, V'Avram hayu yiyagal, gadol atzam, and he gives Avram a bracha. Mina milsa da Amar Rabbana and Shem Rishayim Yirkav, Amar Le'yahud da Aksev Shem Rishayim Yirkav. So Midei Raisim and all. What do you know from the Torah? Dechsev Vayal ad Sedaim, and the light went all the way until Sedaim. V'ksev Anshe Sedaim Ram V'chatayim Lashem. We mentioned Sedaim. We mentioned how cursed they are. Amar Lazar Tzaddik Dar Bein Shnei Rishayim. You can have a tzaddik who lives amongst Rishayim v'lomer b'maseim, and he won't learn from their bad ways. You can have a rasha dar ben shnei tzaddikim v'lomer b'maseim. Who's who? Tzaddik dar ben shnei Rishayim v'lomer b'maseim. That's Ovadia. Ovadia lived amongst Izebel and Achav, and he didn't learn from their ways. Rasha dar ben shnei tzaddikim v'lomer b'maseim. Zeh Esav, who lived amongst Yitzchak and Rivka. From the bracha of a tzaddik, you learn a klal to Rishayim. Let's see it. About Avraham Avinu, because I know about him that he'll command his kids to follow my ways. And it says afterwards, so in the place where HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives a bracha to tzaddikim, right there he curses the Rishayim. So that's what happens next. He sees the tzaddik and then he curses the rasha. And from the place of the call of the rasha, Atalam Mikal Bracha LaTzaddikim D'chsev Anshe Sedaim Roim V'chadam L'Hashem V'Hashem Amar L'Avraham Achri Parat Loit Mi'imai. What did he tell him? What do you see from that? Amar Rebbe Eliezer, V'Anshe Sedaim Roim V'chadam L'Hashem V'Hashem Amar L'Avraham Achri Parat Loit Mi'imai. Okay, so once it mentions Anshis Dem Roim L'Chatam L'Hashem, that's the klal to the Rishayim. It says a bracha l'tzaddikim because the pasuk says Vashem Amar L'Avram Achri Par Lemimimai. What does he say to him? Kes kol haaretz asher ata roya etnena l'cha l'atan l'zaracha ad olam misamti zaracha k'chavar haaretz. So you have a bracha to the tzaddik. Good. So tomorrow weiter Amar Rebbe Eliezer afilu b'shvil tzaddik echad olam nivra. For one tzaddik, the world would be created. Shenemar, Imru tzaddik ki. I'm sorry. Shenemar v'ayar elakim es ha'or ki toiv ve'ein toiv el tzaddik. Shenemar Imru tzaddik ki toiv. So Hashem sees the ar ki toiv that it's good. That's referring to the tzaddik. Someone forgets his learning. Goyrim galus lubanov. He causes galus to his children. Shenemar v'tishkach teres elikecha eshkach banecha gam ani. You'll forget the Torah, I'll forget your kids. He gets downgraded. You're moist in my knowledge, so you will be moist from serving me. You'll be removed from serving me. A tzaddik is not nifted from this world until another tzaddik like him has been created. Shema v'zarach Hashem shuba Hashemesh. Ad shalai kavs Hashemshay shel Eli zarach Hashemshay shel Shmuel Haramasi. Hashem saw that there weren't too many tzaddikim altogether, so Hashem put them in every generation. Shenamar ki l'Hashem mitzukei aretz v'yashes aleim tevel. For one tzaddik, the world will survive. The tzaddik is the foundation of the world. The pasuk says his chassid. The person can go most of his life without sinning. He can be sure he won't sin. Shema raglei chasidav yishmar, the feet of the hergel of his chasidim. He watches. The Bei Rabbi Shilai Amri given Shabbat Yadei Dvar Veira Pam Rishayna V'Shnia Ve'Ein Chayta Shuv Ein Chayta. The person can withhold 2 times, then he's got it made. Shenemar raglei chasidav yishmar. I guess it's a play on the word the ragli, the hergel. What a person is accustomed to, that is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu protects him from. To alates Hashem jokes around with, and to anavim, to humble people, Hashem gives chen. Someone comes to be metame, to do something bad, so open up the door for him. Balatayr, someone wants to do what's right, to become tahar, then Messiah Hashem helps him. A guy sold neft, which smells terrible, and a farsim, which smells delicious. Bolim doid neft. A guy says, "Hey, can I get some neft?" So I'm relay, go fill it up yourself. Bolim made a farsim. If someone comes buying a farsim, and I'm relay, let me do it to you. So we could both smell good. So if you're going to be metame, so personally, open the door. But if you want to go, you want to be metaher, come along, I'll help you out. Messiah, I say. Avera mitam temes liba shalodom. And Avera messes up. It's oitemes. It seals. It closes up the mind. Timtam alev. Avera mitam temes liba shalodom. Shemar v'laisitamu behem unetamtem bam. Al-takrivu, which is the lashon of tumah, elavinim tam-tom, you become tumtum, you become concealed. Toraban, al-tatam bam, unetamtam bam, adam metama atzmi, ma'at, the person who does a little bit of tumah, but a tamtam, metam, I say, harbe mulamala, so they send you a lot of tumah from above. Yeah. But if a person is mitamin oisei milamala ba'olam hazeh, the mitamin oisei la'olam haba. Other mitamin atzmei ma'at mitamin oisei harbe. Milamata mitamin oisei milamala. Sorry, if a person is mitamin himself down here, so then they mitamin upstairs as well. Ba'olam hazeh. Then it causes you tumah for el haba. Turn abanon diskadishtem veyisim kadeshim. Other mekadesh atzmei ma'at. So here it says, if you mekadesh yourself a little bit, then mekadeshin oisei harbe. then they'll be mekadesh you a lot. It doesn't say that before. Before it said the person is metama atzmai. Oh, it does, yeah. Same thing. Makachna is a harvey. Milmata, if you do it below from below, Makachna is a milmal, you get to Adish Maya to do more by Lamazeh. Makachna is a ilam haba, Hadjan Allah, Amr Lahem, Hamimuna.